see on the field, they're going to drop the ball out of a helicopter, and that's Titan Hunter. You can see that he's on a new kind of cast, as he's got his leg up in an L.
Yep.
And so he's on a peg leg. So they're going to have to throw this pretty accurately. So I don't think
he's not going to run for it.
He's not going to be running for this ball. So the senior
that's a pretty sweet I haven't seen one of those. That's pretty cool.
I haven't either.
Prosthetic thing he's got there.
I think that's a lot better than a wheelchair, which is what he'd be in. So he broke his leg during the game with the Kanab Cowboys.
Yeah. So. It just got rolled up on, just one of those plays that can happen in a football game.
So there is the ball, and not close enough.
He tried to go quick, but
he's going to go.
Look at that! It's the roll. Titan Hunter.
Yeah, a character and a great football player. You know, we feel bad for that young man and his injury, but a good honor for him to be out to get the ball. So Beavers have the ball first. The wind is finally stopped. The flag is dead still. It was very windy in the earlier game, but it's just cold. And trying to see the temperature. 47 degrees on the field, so it is crisp fall weather for the semifinal matchup. The winner takes on the Kanab Cowboys. This is the number 2 Beavers hosting the number 3 Duchesne Eagles. And again, 24-23 in the early season.
We appreciate Adam and Barrett getting us another look here at this recovery by Titan.
There you go. There's the highlight reel for Titan.
I don't know if he's supposed to hit his leg like that. He's got the boot on, so he's all right.
Both of these teams have a 2-punch offense. So you've got a quarterback. You know, you talked about Goodliff for the Duchesne Eagles and Davin Orton, the senior for the Beavers, a talent on the football field as well. Bridger Blackner carries the most runs. So you've got Crum for the Eagles, you got Blackner for the Beavers, and then the 2 great quarterbacks. This should be just a phenomenal game.
And it will be Duchesne kicking off here.
And so kicking off for the Eagles. They've called the players back off the field. We'll see what they're waiting for.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't hear the announcement. Did you hear it?
I just heard him say the team's return to the sideline.
Well, then let me pull up. I want to see some stats. I put them on the floor here, but I want to see some of the stats. Goodliff and Orton on the season. For Davin Orton, 1,000 yards through the air. 1044, like I said, averages 95.5 per game. And he also leads the team in rushing with 912 yards on the ground. Talent both with the arm and with the legs. Bridger Blackner was 652. But the Beavers also have Jex Bradshaw, Leo De Leon, and others who have 230. So the Beavers with plenty of weapons on that offensive front. For the Duchesne Eagles, Goodliff with 688 yards on the season through the air. 1,492 for Crum. Kason Crum for the Duchesne Eagles as he leads with the rushing attack, and then Goodliff with 698. So 2,000 yards for that combo and 2,000 yards for the other combo. So this really is 2 teams that mirror each other.
Yes, it is. And Goodliff missed some time there. He got hurt second play of the game against Kanab.
He did.
And you can see the backup quarterback has another 350, which would put, if that's Goodliff getting those, that's going to make it more closer to the same numbers as Davin Orton on the passing side, not on the rushing side. Orton does have the advantage there. But, again, both teams kind of have that 2-headed monster they're going with, but both teams also have some other good pieces, really good pieces around them. You look at the line play. We've talked about the loss of Titan Hunter, but Maverick Albrecht is a great lineman for the Beavers, awesome. And Stansfield for Duchesne. I mean, he's had a great season. He's a stud for the Eagles, and so those guys are going to be the ones trying to lead those units to victory here today. Because as we said, I think where it's going to happen is in the trenches.
Yeah, no, absolutely. On the defense side of the ball, you've got Dominique Toby, who leads for the Beavers, and then Kason Crum for the Eagles, as the 2 of those lead in tackles. I'm not sure what the delay is.
Yeah,
hopefully it's not lightning. That'd be 30 minutes.
Oh, the scoreboard's out.
Oh, the scoreboard's down, so they're going to take a break. We're going to take a short break in the Snow College pregame and be back with the kickoff of tonight's game, the Beavers and the Eagles, on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom's Team Hive, along with KSL Sports.
Ogden Superstore is your everything store, from furniture to floor coverings, mattresses and appliances. With the largest inventory in Central Utah of in-stock appliances, you can be sure that when you need a fridge or a freezer, Ogden's has you covered. Visit us today or shop online at ogdensuperstore.com, where big-time savings meets small-town service.
Being part of one of the most advanced power plants in the world, it's going to be exciting.
It's important that we're listening to our customers that want clean energy.
And so I love the fact that we can power our homes here in Bountiful, but we can also be thoughtful about the environment at the same time. The power revenue bonds are completely backed by the future sale of power, which saves everybody money. And so historically, we've had lower power rates thanks to having this resource.
CF Moto is just the latest addition to the Jorgensen's Power Sports lineup. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side or a quad, CF Moto has what you need and at ultra-competitive prices. So stop by today and see what all the hype is about. Located at 980 South Covey Road in beautiful Richfield, Utah, or find them online at jhsport.com. And as always, you can text or call Jorgensen's Power Sports at 435-896-6408.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
It's service first at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore, and they continue to increase ways to serve their customers. Service Drug doesn't just do compounding, but they are equipped to do both regular and sterile compounding. They can help you reach your weight loss goals with custom-made weight loss injections. With delivery to Nephi, East Millard County, and surrounding areas, Service Drug has you taken care of. Call 435-864-2545 with any questions. Dedicated to your good health and good value, Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Welcome back on the Snow College pregame. Scott Langford, Robert Lovell. We got the scoreboard, which was what the problem was. The scoreboard was off, so the scoreboard back on. But real quick recap of today's games. Throw it back to Robert, who's been on the mic for all of them.
Yeah, and some good games early. Even the Summit Academy San Juan game, the score ended up being 51 to 27. It was a 24-point win, but they actually played. It was a pretty tough game early, and what Summit Academy did do was take away Jagger Nieves. I was talking about he's the best player in 2A.
Oh, yeah.
And 12 carries for 20 yards is all he had in the game, and Yeomans had to throw the ball.
Wow.
And the sophomore quarterback, they said, hey, the sophomore quarterback's going to have to beat us. Well, Yeomans did that as he goes 22 for 34.
Wow.
For 336 yards.
As a sophomore.
Oh,
man.
What a
game.
For the Broncos. He only throws one touchdown because Jagger Nieves ran for 4 of them, but they were like 1-yard runs and 2-yard runs. What a great game for him. Trip Palmer had a big game at receiver, 7 catches for 128 yards. San Juan, as expected, moves into the 2A state championship. The other 2A game we just had, and it was billed to be a great game matchup, 2-3 matchup between South Sevier and South Summit, and it was a dogfight early, 13-0 at the half for South Summit. And 10 points came from 2 fumbles at the 20-yard line for South Sevier. Short fields. They got a field goal and then a touchdown, and that made it so it was a 2-score game. Otherwise, it's probably a 3-0 game at half, potentially a 3-0 game at half.
Right.
And South Sevier continued to put the ball on the ground. 7 fumbles in the game for South Sevier. They don't turn all of those over, just the 3 they turn over. And eventually it got to desperation mode. And when that happened, South Summit added a few more scores and ended up being 34-0 for South Summit. But a good win for South Summit. Their defense was really, really good.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
As we watched that, the line of scrimmage definitely all South Summit.
Yeah, and their offense did what they needed to do. Larson had a big game, 19 carries for 116 yards on the ground, but it wasn't the offense that won them that game. It was their defense with how well they played.
Absolutely.
So that's the 2A matchup, San Juan South Summit. Earlier today in the 1A game, the first 1A semifinal, Kanab and North Summit, and Kanab wins this one 43-19, not as close as the score indicates. They dominated that game, and they owned the line of scrimmage, really the whole game, but especially in that first half and early third quarter before they started to play pull guys out. But they owned the line of scrimmage, which is what Kanab has been able to do the last couple of years against most teams, is own the line of scrimmage. And when you can do that, you can beat anybody.
You really can. And that's why this one of the keys to this game is line of scrimmage.
And, Hayden Gubler, everybody's ready for him to graduate, right? Everybody that's not from Kanab.
Everybody except Kanab. That's correct.
Right. 8 carries, 161 yards.
Wow.
20 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
and he's an incredible talent. Kanab looks very, very strong.
Yeah.
They're 2-0 against these two teams on the field.
And Brogan Vrosco, probably the best I've seen him throw the ball maybe in his career. 8 for 12, 128 yards, throws for 2 touchdowns as well in the win for Kanab. It's a really good Kanab football team, just like we're expecting to see here between 2 other really good football teams in 1A, Beaver and Duchesne. They're still working on the clock. They've got a corner of it working, but not the clock part of it working, it looks like. So the scoreboard is the reason we are in this delay. And, we think we're eventually going to play a football game.
It looks like they've called the teams on the field, so I believe they'll probably do it on the field until they can get the clock going. They made an announcement. We can't hear the announcement from where up there. You can see the clock, and they're trying to get
They've added
going.
a logo.
Yeah.
So we're getting closer.
There we go.
There it goes. We lost it again.
So off goes the clock, but the game is going to go on. So we're going to have the kickoff between the Beavers and the Duchesne Eagles. For the Eagles, we'll get a number. Back for the Beavers will be Noah Wolf and Davis Carter back for the Beavers.
Feels like they're the time on it keeps going like it's sitting at 4:21. It was a 4:29 a second ago. And you didn't see it drift down. It just changed. And so they're trying to get the time piece of it figured out. But like you said, I think they're just going to have to run it on the field so we can play a game.
So we won't be announcing the time a lot. We'll just say first quarter action.
Yeah.
Unless you've got the way to do the time.
Well,
no,
I can try.
Don't do it. You can try if you want. Here's the kickoff. It'll be number 17, Alec Thomas, kicking off. And the kickoff is up and away. It's going to be taken by Wolf at the 12-yard line. Bounces. And he's going to try to get away, but just smothered by Duchesne on the bobble, and the Beavers will be inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, great job by Duchesne coming downfield and covering that one up, and it's so hard on a kickoff, especially when you're having to run to go catch it. When you don't catch it cleanly, it is so hard to get a good return, just like you could see there. Duchesne covered it very well.
Yep, the Beavers will start on their own 15-yard line. 2 wing team offenses, as we've mentioned. This will be Davin Orton, the senior. He will hand off around the left side to Doug Pender. Pender around the left side gets decent yardage on first down, 3 or 4. It'll be second down coming up.
And a big hole off the left side for the Beavers as they got a good kick-out block. Then the backside guard that pulled as well came up and was able to clear some space there for Pender.
Yep, so a gain of 4. And again, we don't have the time yet on the Beaver Valley Hospital scoreboard.
Yeah, see, I already one play in and I failed keeping track of that.
There's the stats you do are pretty amazing. There's no way I'd be able to do any of that. Orton now in the shotgun. He's alone. Carter to his left. And here's Orton with a design quarterback run straight up the middle. Not a lot of room, but a gain of 2 or 3. It'll be 3rd and short coming up.
Yeah, got a good push from the line. In fact, probably picked up maybe more than I was
me too.
expecting. As that's going to be about a 4, maybe almost 5-yard gain. But Duchesne did a good job of building a pile there to make it hard for Orton to get through, but Orton ends up on the back side of the pile. Did a good job getting over the top of it.
Now they just moved it back a little bit, Robert, so it'll be 3rd down and about 3, maybe a long 3, as the Beavers approach the line. Orton under center, and everybody tight to the formation. Head off on this left side, and it's going to be close. It'll all depend on the spot. It looks like it's going to be short. Just past the 29. It'll all depend on the spot. Nose of the ball could be near the 30.
Really good job of the Duchesne defense. They filled that hole. They pushed the block back into the hole is what it was. And trying to see the number of, they were trying to get a good kick-out block.
So decision time for the Beavers already. 4th down and less than 1. And I don't see a punt team on the field. The Beavers might roll the dice.
So that was Eli Leffler that was able to push the block back into the hole and fill it up.
Leffler was a monster the first time these two teams played. Orton in the shotgun, 4th down and 1, ball's on the 24. And a timeout will be called by the Beavers. We'll take it as well. This is the Tony and Dave's timeout. Your premier auto collision center in Beaver offers high-quality auto body and auto glass repair at pocket-friendly prices. Give them a call at 435-438-5409. And we'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, the Centricom Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Kern River Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.
4th and 1. Orton goes around the left side, and he will pick up the first down. And a gutsy call, Robert.
Yeah, gutsy call. They go for it on 4th and short, but that's one where if you're Coach Marshall, you look at your offensive line and say, you're going to get this first down for us. They got the push they needed. Orton made a good read, cutting back inside to get that extra couple of yards. He had the first down off the push, and then it gets 4 more on top of it out to the 29.
So Beavers first down and 10. 2 receivers split out to the right, Lurth and Blackner. Orton in the shotgun, and there'll be an offsides.
Yeah, that one wasn't close.
No, not even close. As that'll be 5 yards back for the Beavers.
Wolf was pumped, though. You got to give him that.
He was going downfield, and he was zoned in. So 5 yards back. So that moves the ball back to the 24-yard line, 1st and 15 for the Beavers. Again, the winner awaits Kanab Cowboys await the winner of this one in next week's championship game.
Those of you watching on Centricom, don't worry about the time on the score that you see on the screen.
Handoff up the middle to Blackner or Bradshaw. It's Blackner, I believe. And that'll be about 3 or 4 more yards. 2nd and 11 or 12 coming up. Yeah. Leffler with another tackle. 77 also. So that was, Tucker Leffler on the tackle.
And it was Blackner with the carry for 3.
Yeah, it was. 2 receivers put out to the right for the Beavers. Orton in the shotgun. Orton back to pass, looking to his right. Now he'll break and run, tries to make a move, and what an open field tackle by the Duchesne Eagles.
Yeah, great play coming up and making that tackle defensively for Duchesne. And making that play is Rhett Claiborne. What a great tackle from Claiborne.
Yeah, what a nice tackle. He just slid right up and made the open field tackle. Loss on the play. It'll be 3rd down and about 15 yards to go.
Yeah, they lost the 3 they just got, so that will make it 3rd and 15. Open field tackling is so crucial. And we talked about it a lot yesterday in the 8-man games because it's even more crucial in those 8-man games. But if you can make an open field tackle, they need you on the field, and Rhett Claiborne did just that.
And they are hard to do because the other guy has the full head of steam.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, big 3rd down for the Beavers. Orton back to pass, looking over the middle. Hit as he's thrown, the ball's up, and going to be overthrown. And Orton got pounded, helped up by the player number 22, Riker Jenkins, who just leveled Orton as he threw that.
Yeah, he delivered a blow, did Jenkins, and drove right through Orton. And Orton just a little bit too long on the pass. He had to get rid of it a little bit earlier than maybe he wanted to, or at least had to rush the throw a little bit, but he had his man, just unable to complete it.
So now a 4th down. This one, you see the punt formation. De Leon comes back in for the Beavers, and he will handle punt duties. He'll punt from about the 12-yard line. De Leon kicks. And a short kick on this left side takes a bounce for the Beavers across the 40. And that's where the Beavers will start. The Eagles will start on the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10.
Yeah, good rolling kick, able to get a few extra yards on it down to the 35-yard line. And it was Beaver wasn't ever able to get a good play. They got 3 or 4 here and there, which in the wing tee, if you can do that consistently, it works. But as soon as you have a backward play, that's when it's going to get stopped if you're not able to get some of those chunk yardages.
And a penalty. So then that takes you out of your realm and you start throwing passes and doing the things you're not accustomed to do. Here's the Duchesne Eagles with Ashton Goodliff, the quarterback for the Eagles. 2 receivers left, 1 right for the Eagles. So handoff, keeps himself, and he's running in the background trying to evade the tacklers. Nothing doing, loss on the play.
Great play by the Beaver defense. They filled the hole on the option there to give it to Crum or not. Goodliff made the right decision to pull it because Crum would have got stuffed right at the line. But when he bounces out, was it Maverick Albrecht that was there on the edge, able to make that tackle and run him down?
Yeah, Albrecht just ran him down from behind from his left side. So 2nd down and 14. And as you mentioned, now with the still no clock, by the way, but with the loss of yardage, changes things a bit.
Yeah, Dennis Salter just asked why there's 26 minutes left in the quarter, and because the clock is not working correctly yet. So we had the game was delayed starting because of the scoreboard issue, and they're still having issues with the scoreboard. So the officials are keeping time on the field.
Second down and 14. Goodliff in the shotgun. He'll keep it himself up the middle. Breaks back, and good yardage on second down. Third, and the ball's on the ground. The Beavers say they have it. I think they're going to rule it down.
Yep, far sideline judge came in saying he was down. What a really good play, though. When you've got a quarterback that can do this, that can string out that handoff and pull it, it is so hard to defend. He's waiting and waiting and waiting until the defense makes a decision of who they're going to go get, and then he pulls it out and has the yardage, and you could see there he was clearly down before the ball popped free.
Now, one of the questions was after the Kanab game, as Goodliff was injured, but he looked great on that play.
Yeah.
Third down and 6 coming up for the Eagles. Goodliff in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Crum in the backfield with Goodliff. Back to pass, looking left. Passes away and complete, and a first down for the Duchesne Eagles.
Yeah, really nice play by Goodliff. It didn't look like he had an open man over there. Riker Jenkins, I believe, on the reception. Is that who that was? 22.
I couldn't see the number.
I think it was
right here.
22. We'll verify that, but really nice play, though, making that pass and catch for the first down.
Yep, first down. That's a Riverstone Contractors first down. Call Pete at Riverstone Plumbing and Heating at 435-896-6264. Receivers right and left for Duchesne. And the ball's loose on the field, and Goodliff will pick it back up. Another loss on the play. And I've seen the ball on the field more this evening than I have in a long time.
Yeah.
Both teams already.
And we talked about it in the previous game when South Severe fumbled so many times that even if you recover it, it still was a negative play for you. It stopped a potential good run or a potential good play. And in this case for Duchesne, it takes them back 5 yards. It doesn't just stop the play, but they lost 5 on it.
Yeah, they lose the down and the 5 yards.
Yes.
Again, we don't have a time on the clock yet. So we're in first quarter action, no score. First possession for the Beavers ended in a punt. Now it's Duchesne's first possession of the semifinal matchup. Up the field, good run by the Duchesne Eagles. They move down across midfield into Beaver territory around the 49-yard line.
You know, that was really tight formation, just able to get a good push. The pulling guard there with the kick out, and then got a great block by Claiborne coming downfield to help get a few more yards and make it so it's third and manageable.
Yep, third down and 7 coming up for Duchesne. Play clock at 20. So the play clock is working, but the scoreboard is not. So if you see the scoreboard on the screen, don't worry about that. That's just them trying to get that warmed up. Goodliff in the shotgun with the third down and 7. Third and 6. Goodliff rolls to his left, looking to pass. Fakes it and cuts back in and will be short of the first down. Now it'll be decision time for the Eagles.
Really good pursuit right there for Beaver from Jackson Lopshire as he came in from the backside, never gave up on the play, and comes in once Goodliff got stopped. Lopshire was there to bring him down.
So fourth down and 3. Eagles, Coach Clark taking his time. And now a player will come on the field. That's Wyatt Christensen.
Yeah, taking a long time to get this play in, 10 seconds on the play clock.
It looks like it is a punt formation.
Yep.
Players come off the field. Now Christensen.
Beaver looking to the sidelines to see if they should drop somebody back deep. And
looks like they'll either call the timeout or take the penalty. We'll take it as well. Riverstone Contractors, this is a Tony and Dave's timeout. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom's Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Ebenezer, you have yet a chance to escape my fate. Am I destined to end up in chains like you, Jacob? Worse, without triple rewards, but you can still change your destiny with a Mountain America Rewards credit card.
With a Mountain America Rewards credit card, earn 3 times the points on every dollar spent until the stroke of midnight on December 31st.
Triple rewards are better than I thought.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Welcome back. 3 minutes and 47 seconds just announced. Left in this first quarter of play, no score. Punt formation for the Duchesne Eagles. The Beavers with no one back. Now here comes the punt. And the kick is up, and will looking for the corner, but does go into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Beavers will have the ball on the 20.
Not a bad kick from Goodliff there, trying to get that one to angle to the corner. It just took the bounce towards the middle of the field instead of getting to the corner and rolling out of bounds is what they were trying to do there on that far side. And so Beaver now with another opportunity. Both teams picked up a first down, and both teams ultimately ended up punting.
Yep, so we're basically back to square one with the Beavers starting at their own 20-yard line. Davin Orton under center. 2 receivers left for the Beavers.
Clock is working now.
Handoff. Orton keeps himself around the side, tries to catch it. What a great recovery on the backside by
Claiborne again.
Claiborne. We've announced his name a lot already.
Yes, we have. Yeah, great pursuit. It looked like Orton had several more yards to go, and Claiborne able to bring him down after just a gain of 3.
He also had to fight off a block to make that play, so great speed by Claiborne. Claiborne, a senior. They've got some really good seniors.
Yeah.
Goodliff, a senior. Crum, a senior. Orton now in the shotgun. 2nd down and 8. Orton fakes right, goes left, hits the hole, keeps driving across the 31st down, and that's Davin Orton. He plays through contact.
Yeah, that was a heck of a run. There was a small hole there, a hole big enough for him to initially get through, but then the next 7 yards was all Davin Orton as he ends up picking up, I guess exactly 7 on the play, but he made that one happen.
He's the kind of quarterback that coaches just cringe because he doesn't shy away from any contact.
Yeah.
It's kind of what we saw with BYU's Bear
yeah.
Brockmeyer. Handoff. This is to Bradshaw on the right side. Bradshaw a little bit of few yards after contact. 2nd down.
Yeah, so far Beavers getting a push enough to make it so there's not a play in the backfield. But once that initial push is over, Duchesne's done a good job of piling things up, filling gaps, and hitting the holes to stop any big runs.
It'll be 2nd down and 7 yards to go. Just a reminder, we'll be looking for a State Farm Insurance Player of the Game. State Farm Insurance at 45 North Main in Beaver. Brent Stapley is my agent. He can be your agent, too. A name you can trust. 2 receivers left for the Beavers. Orton in the shotgun. Orton back to pass, but a flag will stop this one.
Usually that's going to be on the center if the umpire throws it.
So, exactly right. So another mistake by the Beavers. It really killed them with the first drive. And now again, that takes them from that 2nd and 7 to 2nd and 12.
And like we already talked about, once you have a negative play, if you're not able to get those chunk yards, which neither team has been able to so far in these opening 3 drives, if you can't get those chunk yards, a negative play in this offense really slows you down.
So 2nd down and 12. Orton with the shotgun. Will hand off to Carter. Carter working his way forward. He'll get past the original line of scrimmage. Basically gets the 5 yards back they lost with the penalty.
Yeah, not a bad run as he gets out across the 30-yard line, but now it is 3rd and long again for Beaver. And at this point, with what we've seen, it seems like it's got to be in Davin Orton's hands.
Yeah. Tucker Leffler with the tackle for Duchesne. Beavers split out again, 2 left. Orton with Carter. Orton will run to his left, back to pass, looking for a receiver. And he's under heavy pressure, throws, and complete. No, I think that's going to end up being incomplete, so 4th down coming up. Lurth didn't have the first down. Would have been short either way.
Really great pursuit by Duchesne as Orton rolled out, and he takes a big hit on the play again and made a good pass. And that's all you can do. But as you said, it wasn't going to be enough for the first down anyways, and it ends up falling to the turf.
Leffler and Claiborne put the hurt on Davin Orton. Now punt time for the Beavers. Sitting back will be number 42, Claiborne. 8 on the play clock. De Leon with a kick. It's going to be a low kick taken by Claiborne at the 33-yard line. Claiborne sidesteps one player, gets the edge, across the 50 to the 43-yard line. Great return, and Duchesne starts in Beaver territory.
Well, there's the biggest play of the game so far, and what a move by Claiborne to make, I think it was Wolf miss. Wolf was down there and made a great pursuit on it, and Claiborne just made a better play, and sometimes that's going to happen. Going outside, cuts back in, able to make him miss and get down the sideline to give Duchesne great field position.
Again, first quarter action here in the semifinal matchup. No clock, so we don't know.
We had it for a second.
But we do know that it's first quarter action.
That's right. They haven't called the end of the quarter.
Short field for the Duchesne Eagles. Ball at the 42. Goodliff in the shotgun. Two receivers, one right, one left. And this is going to be Goodliff. He'll keep it, and just overwhelmed by the Beaver defensive front.
Beaver played that perfectly. There was, no matter who had the ball, Beaver was in position to make that play. I talked about how difficult it can be to defend that when you have a quarterback that can do it, but Beaver had three guys that were able to take either one of the ball carriers there, and they drive back Goodliff.
Yeah, Bradshaw, Albrecht, and Carter all on the tackle. Second down and 12 after the loss of 2. Two receivers left, two right for Goodliff in the shotgun. And now the Beavers will give 5 yards on the offsides, on the encroachment by the defense.
They're on the flip side after a negative play, able to get a defensive offsides to make it now 3rd and 7. Big for Duchesne.
2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah, 2nd and 7.
Yep, 2nd and 7. 26 seconds left in the first half. Every once in a while they're going to announce that for us. First quarter, sorry. Two receivers left for the Eagles, and one to the right. Goodliff in the shotgun. Goodliff takes a snap. He'll keep it himself up the middle. Hit, works through it. It'll be 3rd down and short coming up. He'll get out to the 35-yard line.
What Goodliff's reading is he's trying to see how those linebackers are going to pursue here and look at that defensive end. He's watching the D ends, watching those linebackers. He's mostly staying downfield, trying to see where those linebackers are going to flow. And as the first quarter ends here, and he's pulling it. And so whatever he's seeing Beaver do, it looks like Beaver's trying to take away Case and Crump.
And we'll take a break as the first quarter comes to the end. No score yet in this semifinal matchup on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom's Team Hive and KSL Sports.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back. At the end of one, we've had 3 possessions. This is the 4th, and 3 punts. Now, the Eagles with the ball on the Beaver 33-yard line, 34-yard line, and it's 3rd down and 3. Goodliff in the shotgun, one receiver left. Tight formation for the Eagles. Now motion is Claiborne, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle. What a shot, and 4th down coming up for the Eagles.
Yeah, what a play from Bradshaw, barreling through. He came flying through the line of scrimmage and making the tackle in the backfield. Ends up getting back to the line of scrimmage, but a great play by Bradshaw.
Yeah, Crum really had no chances. He took the handoff, and Bradshaw had to here's a quick 4th down play. Goodliff hit, and he's not going to make it. The Beavers will hold and take the ball on downs.
And Bradshaw coming through again with a big play defensively for the Beavers as they get the big stop to force that turnover and give the ball back to Davin Orton and the offense.
So Duchesne only able to get 7 yards on that possession. Now the Beavers with the ball at the 35. These are 2 great defensive teams.
Yeah, it is. And so far, the best play of the game has, with the ball at least, has been the punt return by Claiborne. And again, Beavers defense, though, stands up.
Okay, 1st down and 10. The Beavers with their 3rd possession of the game. Orton fakes a run, back to pass, passes over the middle, and over the head of Noah Wolf. Great coverage, though, downfield either way.
Orton took a shot on the play again, though, and he's getting hit, and he's getting hit hard when he drops back there. As he delivered, 2 guys came in and hit him. Jenkins leading the way there, and a good coverage downfield, though, by Duchesne, because they were right there with him stride for side.
Yeah, Brex Robinson on the coverage, the junior for Duchesne. So 2nd down and 10.
Orton still 0 for 3 passing-wise so far, trying to find an open guy.
Been hit each time.
Yes.
Orton will option to the left side. He'll keep it himself. He'll cut upfield, keeps his legs moving. A good gain on 2nd down. 3rd and short coming up.
Yeah, really nice run again by Orton, and shoestring tackle for the Eagles just to preserve a potentially 1st down run or even longer from Davin Orton.
Great block on the outside by Davis Carter as he sealed that push. He did the push block and then downfield. So 3rd down and 3. Ball at the 42. Beavers have to get to the 45 for the first down. One receiver right. That's Lurth. Here's Orton handing off to Pender. Pender cuts upfield. Nothing doing. He gets driven back. 4th down for the Beavers. And a flag will come out on the play.
Dylan Riemann, what a tackle. As he, it's hard to stop a guy running full speed and make it so he just completely stops and then goes backward. And Riemann grabbed him and just brought him right down on top of him.
So I'm guessing this will be a sideline warning.
That is the case.
Yep. As just at the end of the play, the flag was thrown. So the Beavers now have a decision. It looks like it will be the punt formation coming out with the 4th down and a long 2 coming out. De Leon will step back to the 30-yard line. Back for the Duchesne Eagles is Claiborne. De Leon will kick to the left side, and the coverage won't allow for return. Bounces down, and it'll go to the 20.
Yeah, great kick, kicking it away from Claiborne. He just had a great return on the previous punt by the Beavers, and this time making sure he will not be able to bring that one up back for Duchesne. So this will be for the Eagles of Duchesne. This will be their worst field position of the game so far.
Yeah, they will start at the 20-yard line. Again, no clock on the field, so we can't tell you the clock, but we can tell you the score. No score yet.
That's right. That one's easy.
Yes. As we're second quarter action here. Southern Utah University semifinal matchup with the Beavers and the Eagles. The winner plays the Kanab Cowboys next week at Zions Bank Stadium.
22 yards of offense for Duchesne and about 40 yards for Beaver.
So it's a defensive battle so far. Goodliff back to pass, throws it quickly on that left side. And the ball's on the ground, but it looks like it will be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I think it was a forward pass to Claiborne. That just threw his hands. That's one that Claiborne wishes he had back. He'd like another shot at it.
I think his head turns to see. Nope, just high and just missed it.
Yep.
Took a shot.
Yeah, Bradshaw was there. Bradshaw's pumped.
Bradshaw's name's been called a lot too. 2nd down and 10 for Duchesne. One receiver left, one right, tight formation for the Eagles. Crum in the backfield with Goodliff. Takes a snap from the shotgun, and he will keep it himself up the middle and taken down after a couple of yards. 3rd and long coming up.
Yeah, good play defensively there. Trying to think, was that Wilden that made the tackle? I think it was Wilden that made the tackle for Beaver. As moving to his left, had to come back and make that play. And great job on the tackle by Garrett Wilden.
3rd down and 9, maybe a long 8 coming up for Duchesne. 2 running offenses, as we've talked about. They want 3rd down 4, 5, or less.
Yeah, 3rd and 8's long.
Goodliff. A little bit confusion. We'll set down to 3 on the play clock, and now a timeout. We'll take it as well. Riverstone Contractors timeout, who also like Tony and Dave's Auto Center, which sponsor a timeout as well. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom's Team Hive and KSL Sports.
This is Nate Christensen at Zions Bank. We're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. And with a branch right around the corner, we're here for you wherever you are. For all your personal and business banking needs, come visit us and let us show you how Zions Bank is for you.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Welcome back. Second quarter action here from Southern Utah University. No score. And it's a 3rd down and 8 for Duchesne. Goodliff in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Goodliff directing traffic. Toby fakes the blitz. Goodliff looking to over the middle. And he'll break and run. Has some pressure. Throws on the run. And incomplete. 4th down.
Yeah, really just throwing that one away. And that's all you could really do with it right there if you're Goodliff. As Beaver, as you said, faked the blitz. They showed pressure, dropped back into coverage, and there was just nobody. And good pursuit on the front by, let's see, was that?
Jackson Lopshire.
Jackson Lopshire again, coming in, providing that pressure off the backside.
So punt formation now for the Duchesne Eagles. Second quarter action, no score. You've got Wolf and Carter standing at the 40-yard line. Punt is away. It's going to take a bounce for the Eagles. And a dangerous job. Probably is smart to get the yardage, but dangerous. Beavers take over at the 40.
Yeah, that's one of those. If you're Coach Marshall, you're saying, good job. If you missed that, that was not a good job.
Correct.
So, but Wolf able to cover it up right at the 40-yard line, and Beaver will take over there. So I've got Beaver right at 40 yards of offense, Duchesne at 24 yards of offense. And we're midway through the second quarter, I think.
Yeah.
And 64 yards of offense.
Well, when we talk, these two teams average, 350 each per game. So definitely two great defensive squads. First down and 10, ball at the 40. We'll see. Can the Beavers produce some offensive yardage? Orton fakes right, runs left, goes into the pile, pushes forward for 5-6 yards on first down.
He carries out those fakes so well, does Davin Orton. Whether it's the fake pass, the fake run, whatever he's doing, he carries it out really well and able to follow behind the pulling guard there and Garrett Wilden and pick up some yards.
And one of the things you see with Orton is you'll see that then all of a sudden he'll throw, he'll lull you to sleep, then all of a sudden there's a wide open receiver and he'll throw it right on the money. So dangerous quarterback. Second down and 4 for Orton. And the Beavers. Here's a handoff to Blackner. Blackner with a big hole around the left side, and he goes into Duchesne territory across the 45.
Yeah, great hole made by the Beaver offensive line to get that play. That's the best offensive play of the game right now for either team, and it comes up for Blackner off the heels of the offensive line.
Yeah, great hole by the offensive line. Moves the ball down to the 43-yard line. First down and 10.
That's the first double-digit run or play of the game, 11 yards.
The yards have been hard to come by in this one. Orton under center. Everybody tight in the formation. Orton will run to his right side, follows blockers, hit, and not much there. Great job by Duchesne.
Yeah, Duchesne's they're stacking the box. They're lining up heavy on the line of scrimmage. They're doing what they can to try to fill those gaps and take away any holes for this Beaver offense.
Yeah, and they just jammed it all up, so Orton had to jump over a couple players to get the yards he did. 2 yards on first down, second down and 8. Lurth will split out to the left.
8 carries for 30 yards for Davin Orton.
Again, we don't know how much time's left in the second quarter. We're in second quarter action, no score. Orton back to pass. Look at his left. Has the ball away and a receiver open and tough ball. The ball was thrown pretty well, but a tough play for the Beavers. Third down.
I'm not sure. Blackner looked like he just kind of got turned around and tried to spin late on that one. I'm not sure we're going to get a good look at him there. I'm not sure when because he must have been breaking outside and had to spin back inside.
Which is a tough play.
Make it. Yeah.
So third down and 8.
Beavers yet to complete a pass here, 0 for 4.
Blackner will go up the middle, hits a hole, and pushes forward near first down yardage. He might have got it across the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he did. Great push again by the line, and he found a hole, and he hit it hard. Wasted no time in being able to get down the field. A great kick-out block on that right side for the Beavers.
So the Beavers back in business. Ball at the 32-yard line. First down and 10. We're in second quarter action. Again, scoreboard not functioning, so we have no idea how much time's left. Every once in a while they'll announce it. Orton in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Orton will run on the left side. Makes a play. Goes back outside across the 25-yard line. That's Davin Orton.
That was a heck of a run as he was able to juke out Dylan Raymond off that left side on the offensive side, right side of the defensive line. Faked in, got Raymond to bite, and then the speed of Orton to get outside and around him. Raymond did his best, dove after him, but a great play by Orton.
Well, you see that you just think you have him, and then all of a sudden he squirts out that left side. Second down and 2 coming up. Beavers nearing the red zone at the 24. Orton under center. He will hand off up the middle to Blackner. Blackner pushes hard near first down yardage. Might have got it. The flag comes in late.
Now he's got the first down if it stands at the 20-yard line. And we'll see. I didn't see anything initially. Try to get a look here at what that would have been.
That will move the ball inside the red zone if it stands, or right at it. Beaver signals that it's on the Duchesne Eagles. Gabe Robinson saying it's definitely on them.
Yeah. So hit to the helmet.
So is that a 15 yards?
Yeah, you saw it right
Half the
there.
distance to the goal. Oh, did you see the play?
Yeah, he came down. We'll get a look at it here. You'll see him come in right here and lower the head.
Oh, yeah. Spun the helmet. That's right. Targeting.
Yep.
In college. Ball's at the 10. First and goal for the Beavers. Oh, they'll go back 5 yards. Everybody stopped, but they blew it a little bit late, but it was a false start on the Beavers. Critical space for a false start.
Yeah.
Second quarter action, no score from the semifinal matchup. Clock not functioning, so but we know we're in the second quarter. I need to have somebody at home just like running a fake clock.
That's right.
Hey, anybody at home who has my number that
can you see the white hat? That's the question, to know when to.
Oh, that's true. That's the hard part.
So this is interesting because the ball's just shy of the 15, but they can get a first down, but it will basically be at the goal line.
First and inches.
Yeah.
And here's a timeout. This is going to be a Tony and Dave's timeout for the Beavers. We'll take it and be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom's Team Hive and KSL Sports.
Bucket list hikes, local races, challenging adventures, that one goal that means so much to you. Salt Lake Running Company has the gear and expert advice you need to start and finish strong. You'll be crushing that goal before you know it. With our trained and knowledgeable staff, an award-winning custom shoe fit process, and the head-to-toe products you need, SLRC will gear you up for your goal. Shop in-store at any of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back after the timeout. It will be first down and 10 from the 15. Again, the Beavers, as Robert mentioned, would have to get inside the 1 for a first down, so it's possible.
I was hoping they'd give us a time there. I didn't hear it if they did.
I didn't. I was listening too. So the scoreboard's still out at Southern Utah University. Orton under center. Puts a player in motion and fakes a handoff back to pass. Has a wide open receiver in and just out of reach for Carter.
That's one that Caleb Carter wishes he'd had back. Most receivers say, if I can touch it, I've got to catch it.
Yeah.
Even if the quarterback might have been able to put a little better spot or whatever, it was a pretty good throw from Orton. And Carter just unable to reel that one in, got the step, and just couldn't quite hold on. Just a little bit out of his reach.
Yep, a little bit out. So it'll be second down and 15 from the 15.
Beaver still trying to complete a pass. 0 for 5 now passing are the Beavers.
Everybody tight in the formation. Orton will send a player in motion. Option on the right side. He'll follow blocks. Cut in. He's hit immediately. Great play by number
3. Cade Thacker.
Yeah, Thacker.
He shed the block. He did a great play on it. Shed the block and then just stood up Davin Orton. You can see him make the block out of there and then make the play on Orton and not let him go as Orton tried to spin out of it.
So now third down and 12. Or 11, I guess. Second quarter action, no score. 2 receivers left for Beaver. Orton in the shotgun. Back to pass, rolling left. Breaks containment, tries to get loose, and cannot. Great play by Duchesne.
That was Rhett Claiborne again, and Orton wisely just went down. He tried to stay up as Claiborne held onto the ankle, but there were 2 more Eagles bearing down on him, and that's where you just go to the ground. No reason to risk getting hurt right there trying to make a play, but a great play again by Rhett Claiborne, and getting the big tackle for loss.
So the Beavers will send in the field goal team. And so that will put the ball at the 21. So this will be a 31-yard field goal. Well, it's going to be farther than that. Ball's at the 29, so a 39-yard attempt. Kick is down, up, and short, no good. So the Beavers come up empty on the drive, and it goes back to the Duchesne Eagles.
Great stand by Duchesne. They did what they needed to do. Beaver put together the best drive of the day by either team right there, starting at their own 40-yard line. They get down to the 10 and then got driven back. An incomplete pass, loss of or a penalty, then an incomplete pass, a short gain, and then losing 9 yards on that sack by Claiborne.
Yeah, so some big plays by the Duchesne defense gives them new life. They'll have the ball at the 20-yard line. I think the official just announced the clock time, and I didn't hear it. We're in second quarter action. Still no score in this semifinal matchup after the missed field goal. Duchesne takes over at the 20. The Beavers don't lose a whole lot by kicking that field goal.
Right.
Goodliff in the shotgun. He's got receivers right and left. Goodliff will keep it himself, and what an open field tackle. Is that Jax Bradshaw again?
Trying to see if we can get a good number there.
No, but that was actually...
Was that Carter?
Lopshire.
Oh, yep. Yes, Jackson Lopshire.
Lopshire
Great play.
Slides in. Loss of 2 on the play.
He's had a big game so far.
He really is. Second down and 12 for Duchesne. Receivers right and left.
9 carries for 5 yards for Goodliff. Hasn't been able to break free.
Goodliff was just devastating in the first game these two teams played. Goodliff will go out to his left side. Passes away. Complete for first down and more out to the 40-yard line.
Gets that one out to Cade Thacker. Thacker just settled into an open spot in the zone and was wide open. Goodliff on the run. Finds him and connects.
Yeah, Lopshire was in pursuit, but a great pass on the run. That's a hard pass. Made a great one, though. First down and 10, ball at the 40. Receivers right and left again. 2 right this time for Duchesne. Goodliff will hand off to Crum. Crum up the middle, has a good run, 10 yards, and a first down for Duchesne.
Duchesne offense starting to roll now after Beaver's really been the only one that has had really good plays. Now back-to-back plays for Duchesne to get into Beaver territory.
No score yet here. This is your Beaver Medical Clinic score update. Beaver Medical Clinic located in Milford, Parowan, and Beaver. Into Beaver territory goes the Duchesne Eagles. Ball at the 49. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Goodliff stays in the shotgun. Snap is back. Goodliff hands off. I didn't see who had the ball. I couldn't tell. Could you?
It had to be.
Oh, it was Crum.
Crum, yeah. Yeah, they ran that really well. But it felt like he couldn't have lost a yard because it seemed like he must have been downfield because it took a while to get the whistle to blow. Maybe the refs didn't know who had the ball.
He actually stepped on his own player, Claiborne. So a loss of 1 on the play. Second down and 11.
The challenge of not knowing what the time is for Coach Clark right now is brutal.
And we don't know the time either. We know second quarter. No idea how much is left. Here's a pass up, and it's going to be intended. There's a pass interference call, and that was intended for Scotty Branson.
Yeah, Branson was trying to go on a deep post there, deep slant, and Coach Hutchings, he's not happy about that call.
No, he's not.
There's a look at it. Oh, that's pretty tough. You look at the defender downfield, Max Albrecht, and he might have grabbed that arm initially, but pulled off, and maybe they saw that he held that arm back a little bit.
Nonetheless, pass interference it is, and it'll be first down and 10. Ball at the 35 rather. So we're trying to listen for how much time's left. They should announce it like
every play.
Every play.
At least when you get down, I assume we're closer to the last few minutes.
Yeah,
of the half.
3 or 4 minutes. The clock is out. Just a reminder, first and 10, ball at the 35 of the Beavers for Duchesne. Goodliff runs to his right, designed run. Good blocking out front, but another great pursuit by Beaver.
Davin Orton able to make the play there, came flying up to the outside and makes the tackle for the Beavers.
Goes to the right side, and Orton, great form tackle. As 2 quarterbacks collide. I just want to compliment the Centricom team on the footage. It's fantastic. Also a shout out to V6 Media for all of you watching up in V6 Media area. Good broadcast partners. 3 receivers left, 1 right for Duchesne. Goodliff in the shotgun with Crum. He's back to pass. Quickly over to Thacker. Thacker with a hole and first down yardage for the Eagles.
Really like the play there from Thacker. The blockers were in place on that wide receiver screen, right? We see so many teams run a variation of this play now. And Thacker was coming in. He saw Albrecht trying to bounce back out, immediately cut up, hit the burners, and picks up the first down to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, he turns it from a 3-yard gain into a first down. First and 10, ball at the 21, just outside the red zone. Goodliff will hand off to Crum on the right side, looking for a hole, trying to get the edge. Can't find it, but does get 3 or 4 yards on first down.
Yeah, good run. And again, it's hard, without knowing the time, it's hard to talk about
game management,
the play calls and those things right here. But obviously they must know that. I'm sure they have an idea of the time better than us. They don't have headsets on where they can hear that time. But Coach Clark content with what his team's doing right now down to the 17-yard line.
2nd down and 7. 2 receivers left for Goodliff in the shotgun. Goodliff back to pass, looking over the middle. Has the pass away and incomplete as he runs into the official.
He's mad at the official, throws his arms in the air, but it's part of the field, and that's how it goes when you throw across the middle like that. That's a risk you take.
I don't know. That was pass interference as far as I'm concerned. He definitely hit him before the ball was there. No, the official part of the field.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you got to give credit to the officials. That happens almost never.
Yeah, rarely.
But that time it happened. So 3rd down and 7.
Beaver making a quick substitution.
Albrecht splits out that left defensive back position. Here's Goodliff. Goodliff back to pass. Has the pass away. Knocked down by Williams, I believe. Marshall Williams.
Yeah, we'll get another look at it right here. Just made a great play.
Really nicely done. That's some great footage, too. So 4th down. So Duchesne, will they do the field goal, or is this 4-down territory? Looks like they bring out the holder. The holder will be number 4, the quarterback, so he could do something. Beavers missed a field goal attempt on their last possession. And this is Alec Thomas. Gets down, up, and it is high and far enough, and is no good. So the score stays zeros on the board, Robert.
Yeah, wide left on that 34-yard attempt. That one looked pretty good. It looked like it was going to have it, and that's one of those where it is a narrower goalpost in college football. And
it's the other goalpost you look at on the left. So we're going to see. Yeah,
wide
Barrett's
left.
going to pull this up. We're going to slow it down, and we're going to look one more time because we think we have enough time. We don't know how much time's left in the half.
Yeah.
But it can't be much. But here's the kick. If the ball disappears, then it is good. If it doesn't, then it's a miss. Definitely a miss. There's a shadow on the board. Here's Orton with the ball back to pass. Has a receiver up, and Lurth there, and will be incomplete. And Beaver fans want a pass interference. And it will be 2nd down and 10.
That was a good ball, but also I think it was really good coverage as well by Branson downfield. Little hand fighting by both teams, by both players. Lurth made a great effort at it, but had he even caught it, it would have come out of bounds. The Beaver crowd, though, as you said, and coaching staff.
Well, of course the Beaver crowd says pass interference.
So, not happy about it.
2 receivers to the right for the Beavers. Orton in the shotgun will run to the left. Hits a big hole and gets head of steam. 1st down for Davin Orton and the Beavers.
Yeah, really nice run by Orton. Made a good read. It's Brex Robinson downfield that makes the tackle, but Orton made a great read, and they're trying to go hurry up offense.
Orton in the shot. So the time must be short. Orton rolls to his right. Under some pressure, has a receiver. Carter catches it midfield. Cross to Duchesne territory at the 49. The hurry-up offense continues. Beavers in Duchesne territory.
First complete pass for the Beavers. It goes for 19 yards to Caleb Carter.
Again, the clock is malfunctioned. We don't know how much time's left in the half. With the way the teams are acting, not much. Orton back to pass, rolling left. Has good protection. And will get the pass away and intended over the middle for Caleb Carter. Caleb Carter.
The strength of Davin Orton right there. He's the reigning Mid-Utah Radio Baseball Pitcher of the Year, and you can see that arm strength. He gets caught down there, and he just has to stand flat-footed with a defender on his ankle, and he threw a bullet 15, 20 yards downfield.
Just his arm.
Yeah.
So the clock stopped with whatever's left in the half. We're nearing the end of the first half. There's no score. These two teams have gone back and forth. Now the Beavers with the ball at the Duchesne 49-yard line. Down to 9 on the play clock. The Beavers will have to hustle to get this play off. Down to 5. Here's Orton. Snap is back. Orton back to pass. Good protection. The pass is away and going to be incomplete. Intended for Noah Wolf.
Their Beaver crowd trying to say that he was forced out of bounds because he by the time the ball got there, Wolf was out of bounds. So had no chance of being caught inbound. You can see both receiver and defender standing out of bounds when the ball even gets there.
3rd down and 10. Time short in the second quarter. With no clock, we just know it's short time. 2 receivers to the left for the Beavers. Orton back to pass again. Good protection. Orton has time. Rolls, throws the ball away on the right side. Has a receiver, Blackner, and it's going to be incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Really good coverage downfield again by the Duchesne Eagles. Was that Robinson, I believe, in coverage downfield? We'll try to get a look at it here as we watch Orton step up and make that throw.
Makes a good throw. Blackner comes back. Good job with the right hand, pulling the hand down.
Yeah, Brex Robinson breaking up that pass. That was good coverage downfield.
So 4th down, looks like the Beavers will go for it on 4th down and 10. Not sure of the clock situation, must be very short. Orton back to pass again. Good coverage, protection, and that pass will be short. Orton takes a shot as he lets go of the ball.
Yeah, hit as he threw, and that's what caused it to go into the turf. A great pursuit again by the Duchesne defensive line. Making the play there was, was 71. I don't know, do you have a 71 for the Duchesne?
71, and that is the end of the first half. I do not have a 71 for Duchesne. So that'll do it for the first half of play. It has been a back and forth affair. We'll talk about it more, but it is halftime, and this is the Jones Mill Engineering halftime. Jones Mill applauds the teams for hard work, dedication, and commitment. The race for excellence has no finish line, and we're 1 half in. No score yet from this semifinal matchup in the 1A classification between the Beavers and the Duchesne Eagles. We'll be back with halftime after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom's Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
And you mentioned those keys to the second half for these two teams. We'll get there now. For Beaver, they need to be able to complete a pass. Duchesne's defense is selling out of the run. Beaver still being able to get yards on the ground. They still have 86 rushing yards, which maybe you say that's not a lot for a Beaver team and a half, but in this game, that's a lot. And they're moving the ball on the ground fairly well, but if they can't complete a pass, that's going to be challenging for their offense. So they think they need to get that passing game going. On the other side of things for Duchesne, I really think they need to find ways to give Case and Crum the ball more. Goodliff and Crum, it's a two-headed monster for them in the offense that they run, but so far it's been Goodliff 10 carries for 6, and then Crum the 5 carries for 22.
Right.
And so I wonder if they're going to try to get Crum the ball more in this second half. Goodliff has been good when he's rolled out to try to find receivers and has come up with a couple of big pass plays.
And both teams, though, defensive pursuit has limited almost everything.
Yes.
So impressive. So the Duchesne will have the ball as they deferred, and they will have the ball in the second half. It will be Leo De Leon who will kick for the Beavers from the 40-yard line. Back for the Eagles is Claiborne, and I'll have to look. I can't see. De Leon with the kick. That's going to be taken at the 10-yard line. Kick return up the middle and across the 25, close to the 30-yard line. Duchesne will start 1st and 10.
A good return right there for, looks like it was Brex Robinson, the other return man for the Eagles.
These old eyes, unless he's going to turn and face me, I can't see that number from the side. So it was number 33. Brex Robinson, the junior for Duchesne. So no score here from Eccles Coliseum on the campus of Southern Utah University. Last game of the day is the semifinal matchup between the Beavers, number 2, and the Eagles, number 3.
That's right. 7 championship spots have been claimed this weekend.
This is it.
This is the last one on the line.
Goodliff in the shotgun. Will keep it. Nope. Hands off up the middle. And a good run on 1st down for Crum.
He does such a good job of pulling that out and making that fake. And then, like I said, just Crum right now is running the ball really well. That offensive line for the Eagles is just getting such a great push up front.
Yeah, that play had a great push, and Crum really untouched for 5 yards. 2nd down is short. Call it 3. 2 receivers right, 1 left for Duchesne. Goodliff in the shotgun. Snap comes back and handoff to Crum on the right side. Crum breaks through and gets tackled. That was close. 1st down for Duchesne.
Yeah, but hit the hole hard and able to pick up 1st down yardage for the Eagles as he's hitting it hard. I like how Crum is running right now. Got a good block, able to cut inside and make that play.
Yeah, number 71. We don't have the number for 71, but it was a great block on that outside. 1st down and 10. Ball's at the Duchesne 41. Again, third quarter action. We don't have a time. Goodliff back to pass, rolling to his right, looking for receiver under some heavy pressure. Will throw and incomplete. Dangerous.
I don't know that. I mean, Orton tried to drag the feet and dive for it. I don't know that anybody really had a real shot at it. I think it was more of a throwaway pass there from Goodliff. He made the right decision, strung it out to the sideline, kept it as long as he felt like he could, and then went ahead and threw that one away. And it was
well out.
Well out for a Goodliff. So good play by the Duchesne quarterback.
Two receivers right, two left for Duchesne. Goodliff in the shotgun. Goodliff will keep it himself up the middle. Big run, first down and more as he goes into Beaver territory, and he continues to run, breaking tackles across the 30.
Yeah, he was not going to go down. There is a flag, though, back at the line of scrimmage in the area of a hold, and the obviously you could look at the hold and say maybe that's what sprung the run, but they bit on Crum. They went to Crum, and he had some good runs, and it caused those middle linebackers to drift towards the Crum going outside, which helped open up that hole, and the hold also helped open up the hole.
And it is a hold, but that was an exciting run for Goodliff and exactly what he's capable of, as you can see. Oh, yeah, you can see the hold with the arm pulled back, and Goodliff goes across the 40. So instead of having the ball inside the 30-yard line, the Duchesne Eagles will have it just outside their own 30 at the 33.
So a loss of 9 on that one. I have that as Duchesne's first penalty of this game, too.
Yeah, that might be.
3 penalties on the Beavers for 25. 1 on Duchesne now for 9.
Goodliff in the shotgun. 2 right, 2 left are the receivers. And Goodliff on the right side, shakes 1 tackle and tries to get past the others, and he'll gain 3 or 4. It'll be third down and long.
Good job of Toby. Just held onto the jersey. Goodliff was close to breaking a few more yards on that one, and Dominic Toby just held on to make the play.
Beaver player down on the field. Trying to see who that might be.
Lopshire, and he's had a heck of a game.
Yeah, Lopshire struggling. Will be a 10-2 by the training staff. We'll take a short break and be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
It's service first at Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore, and they continue to increase ways to serve their customers. Service Drug doesn't just do compounding, but they are equipped to do both regular and sterile compounding. They can help you reach your weight loss goals with custom-made weight loss injections. With delivery to Nephi, East Millard County, and surrounding areas, Service Drug has you taken care of. Call 435-864-2545 with any questions. Dedicated to your good health and good value, Service Drug in Delta and Fillmore.
Kern River Gas Transmission wishes the Millard Eagles good luck this season and reminds everyone that damage from others digging into a pipeline is one of the main causes of pipeline failures. Never guess where a pipeline is located. Whether you're a farmer, rancher, or homeowner, if you plan to dig, call Blue Stakes to make sure all utilities are marked. Call Blue Stakes at 800-662-4111 or the new national 811 number at least 48 hours before digging. Kern River Gas Transmission Company reminds you to call before you dig. It's free. It's the law.
Jackson Lopshire back on the sideline, being attended to. See how he does. Here's Goodliff back to pass. Has a pass up, looking for a fade route, and Albrecht there. Can he make the catch? And no, incomplete. That was close. That was close for either one.
Yeah. That was good coverage downfield by Albrecht. The receiver did have a step on him, but Albrecht was, again, right there with him. And the play, Robinson had to come back for it and almost play defensive back as a result.
Now, Albrecht is playing with a cast on the right hand, too. So, I mean, that would have been phenomenal. So, punt formation for the Duchesne Eagles. And the ball bounces, but time to kick it.
And he was on his knee. He was on his knee when he picked it up.
Oh, my goodness. So that is going to be a huge mistake for the Duchesne Eagles as the ball will go to the Beavers inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, all the way down to the 24. And that knee touched as he was on the ground picking the ball up. Let's back that up a little bit there, Adam. We'll take another look at it. Big play.
Here it comes.
So the snap rolls, and, yeah, he went right to the knee to pick it
down.
up.
So the Beavers with a huge break. That starts with the ball on the 24-yard line. And the Beavers with an opportunity. 1st and 10. Orton in the shotgun. 2 receivers right. Orton runs to his right. Designed run. Try to catch the edge. He'll take the contact and try to get back to the line of scrimmage. That was great defense by Duchesne.
Yeah, Jenkins had great pursuit. When most people take that hit from Davin Orton, he's going to move forward. But it was Rhett Claiborne that he lowered the shoulder into. And we've talked about Claiborne. He's had a heck of a game. Orton tried to deliver the blow. He does deliver a good blow, but Claiborne didn't give up any ground, and Jenkins was there to clean it up.
Yeah, the blow probably saved him a loss of 2.
Yes.
Second down and 10. One receiver splits out to the left, tight formation otherwise. Orton this time under center. Handoff up the middle. This is Blackner. Blackner with a hole. Goes across the 20 into the red zone. Go the Beavers. 1st and 10. That's a Riverstone Contractors first down.
Yeah, big play for the Beavers, and these short fields. This is a big opportunity here for Beaver to try and put one on the board, and got a great kick-out block on the right side for Beaver to kick that run out.
Ball on the 11, 1st and 10. Again, third quarter action, no score from Eccles Coliseum in the semifinal matchup.
5 carries for 40 yards now for Blackner.
Handoff up the middle. This is Jax Bradshaw driven back. No go on that play.
Yeah, great play defensively by the Duchesne defense as they filled that hole quickly.
I think it was Riker Jenkins, number 22. And Leffler. Of course it was Leffler.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which Leffler, Eli or Tucker. Both just stout on that defensive line. Second down and 9. Two receivers left now for the Beavers. That's Blackner and Lurth. Orton in the shotgun. Orton will roll to his left. Has a pass across the middle. Knocked down, almost intercepted.
Big play by Branson. Yeah, Branson coming from behind. Carter was there, and that's where the pass needed to be, but Branson coming from behind, able to punch that one out. Pass maybe a little bit behind Carter, but he couldn't have had it much in front because it was a Crum that was out there in front that would have made it so there wasn't. It was a small window. Orton fitted in it. Just a good play by Branson.
So 3rd down and 9. Beavers can get a first down again inside the 1. Ironically, we saw this before.
Yeah.
Ended in a missed field goal. 2 receivers to the left will split out. Down to 3 on the clock. Beavers do get it away. Orton rolls to his left, cuts back in, nothing doing. Good job by Duchesne. 4th down coming up.
Again, it's Rhett Claiborne on that defensive end on the right side. He splits out wide, forcing Orton to come back inside, and that's where he came back to get to the help. And I guess he wasn't as a D-end outside linebacker, but Claiborne went wide, forcing Orton in, and that's where he made it so he couldn't get many yards. Leffler there to help make the play.
And even so was able to come back and assist on the tackle.
Yeah.
So 4th down, Beavers will try a field goal. Lurth in for the field goal attempt. And this one a little more manageable. It'll be a 21-yard field goal attempt. Orton with the hold. Snap is down, the kick is up, and has plenty of distance, and is good. The Beavers on the board.
Beaver strikes first, a good kick from Lurth to drive it through 4-3. And the way this game is going, a field goal could very well be the difference.
Certainly could. And up in Duchesne, it was an extra point.
Yes.
That resulted in a loss for the Beavers and a win for the Eagles. Now Duchesne Eagles have a chance to respond. And this is the 3rd field goal attempt. And I think if you count up all the field goal attempts for both these teams, can't imagine there's too many.
Right. Yep.
I think it's almost always 4-down territory for the Beavers and the Eagles. Again, the clock, we don't know what the clock is. We're 3rd quarter action. Beavers lead 3-0 on the Beaver Valley Hospital Phantom Scoreboard. That's what we'll call it tonight. Big thanks to Beaver Valley Hospital sponsoring the scoreboard. Wellness Center coming in June of 2026. Hospital remodel finished early in 2026 as well. So
you're ready for that remodel to be done.
You have no idea. It's the longest 12 years of my life.
250? 707.
7:07 left in the 3rd quarter play.
I was trying to read Barrett's hand signals. I did not do good.
De Leon with the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 8-yard line. Across the 25-yard line. Duchesne will have it 1st and 10 at the 26.
Robinson again on the return for the Eagles. Pretty solid return for Brecht Robinson.
Good job right straight up the middle. So now Duchesne gets a chance to answer. And you know, the capability for both of these teams. At any moment, Goodliff or Orton could take off. The two quarterbacks, running backs, you know, Crum and Blackner, we've seen good stuff from both. So can Duchesne answer the Beaver score? They've got a long field. 74 yards to the end zone. Two receivers, three to the left, one to the right. Goodliff in the shotgun. Snap comes up. Goodliff with a quick pass on the outside. It's high and incomplete. Second down.
Great pursuit by Beaver. Had that one been completed, Claiborne was going to be hit, and it was going to be hit hard. The pass was a little bit off from Goodliff. You could see it leave his hand a little awkwardly, but Jex Bradshaw was right there. Caleb Carter, both right there. You can see on that great replay to clean that up had they been able to make the catch.
Yeah, probably saved a loss on that play, as you mentioned. Second down and 10. Two left, one right for receivers. Goodliff, two right, two left. Twins, both sides. Goodliff with the shotgun. And he will do a quick slant over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted by Max Albrecht. Holy cow.
What a play by Albrecht, and it looked like Branson kind of shortened up on that route. As just a slant route, try to catch him on the slant. And it seemed like he kind of shortened up on the stop right. Well, you don't see him on that play, but he almost was stopped, and you can see the way he moved forward at the end, and that's what allowed Albrecht to jump in and make the interception.
Now the Beavers with the ball at the 36-yard line of the Duchesne Eagles, so a big play, two big plays by the Beavers. Here's Orton, catches the corner, goes in across the 30, gain of 6 on first down. On that interception, Albrecht did a great job of undercutting the receiver and taking that ball. Tough catch for the senior.
15 carries for 54 yards now for Davin Orton.
Shakes the contact.
Yeah.
Second down and 4. Orton under center. Hands off to Blackner. Blackner along the left side. Boy, runs into a wall and driven back.
Yeah, they will eventually blow that one dead. Case and Crum leading the way along with Cade Thacker on that one. But if it's Case and Crum and Cade Thacker, it means that they get some positive yardage. They are going to give them just a gain of 1 to the 29.
Third down and 3. Have a short 3. Carter will bring the play in from the sideline. Reminder, the winner plays next week. Do you know what time that game is?
It's the 4 o'clock game.
4 o'clock
No,
game?
7 o'clock game. It's the late game.
It's the late game
Yes.
for the championship next week against the Kanab Cowboys. Orton in the shotgun, two receivers left for Beaver. Orton will run, designed run on the left side, trying to get the corner, and is able to get it. First down yardage as Orton goes across the 25 to the 20.
Just got out the outstretched reach of Brig Gardner and able to get to the edge and turn up field for a big first down run from Davin Orton. And again, Orton's making plays right now to will Beaver down the field.
Ball at the 21, nearing the red zone. Trying to see if Lopshire came back in. Don't see him.
Yeah.
Orton under center. Orton will keep it, rolls to his left side, trying to outrun the tackler. What speed. I'm not sure who the pursuit was. I think it was number 3.
Cade Thacker.
Cade Thacker. But great speed, saved a lot more yardage, but still a gain of 4 to 5.
He ran the option right there, and he actually had Pender if he would have been able to feel confident making that pitch with Thacker on his back.
Second down and long 5. We'll call it 6 for the Beavers. Split out to the right goes Albrecht. That's actually Lurth. The rest tight in the formation. Under center for Orton. And he will hand off up the middle. And a few yards. It'll be third down and short coming up inside the 15.
Yeah, Blackner with the carry right there. And that's a good play. You've got second down and about 5.5, 6 yards. If you pick up 4 yards right there and make it 3rd and 2, that's right what you want this offense to be doing.
Yeah, good line surge by the Beaver offensive line. And Blackner covers up with both arms to avoid a fumble. Third down and a long 1 or 2. Two receivers to the right. Orton stays in the shotgun this time. Snap comes back. Orton will run to the left side, following blockers, has a big hole, breaks a tackle, 5 down, and does it get in? Touchdown, Davin Orton.
Great run by Orton, and again, it was a big kick-out block that you saw on that left side for the Beavers. And from the sideline cam, can't see that kick-out block very well, but it got a great kick-out block. He saw the hole, cut up inside, and was able to drag the defenders into the end zone.
So the Beavers go up 9-0 with an extra point pending. Lurth with Orton at the hold. The extra point is up and is good. 10-0. The Beavers with the lead on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom's Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back. 4:14 left in this third quarter. We got notice. Again, the score clock is out, but the Beavers lead 10-0, and the Beavers end up going, they start on the Duchesne 36-yard line and score it with a touchdown run by Davin Orton. And the Beavers lead 10-0 on the Beaver Valley Hospital scoreboard. There's a kick by De Leon. Kick is up and going to be taken again, this one by Robinson on the right side, about the 10. He'll come across the 25 to the 30, cuts back and met. Nice return for Robinson across the 35 and still going. Now the scrum goes backwards across the 35.
And they switched sides. It was Claiborne that time. They swapped sides.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Oh, geez.
So Claiborne with the return, but they wanted Beaver to kick it to Claiborne, and they had to switch them to the other side to do it.
So Claiborne with the nice return. Reminder, players of the game coming up for these two teams, sponsored by State Farm Insurance. Brent Stapler, your agent, 438-5454 in Beaver.
Got about 4 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Two receivers, well, one receiver right, one left. And here's Goodliff. He'll fake and then run into the middle. Has a big hole. Uses speed. Cuts back. Breaks another tackle across the 45 to the 40. And he will go across the 30 down to the 27, 26-yard line. Goes Nashton Goodliff.
Well, what a run by Goodliff. He was able to find a hole. And then as he bounced the outside, broken arm tackle, high stepped out of another tackle, and made a big play for the Eagles. Got a great block off his left as he hit that hole hard and gets it. The Eagles in business down to the 25.
The dangerous Nashton Goodliff, the senior, down the 25. He's in the shotgun. He'll hand off to Crum. Crum trying to catch the edge. Cuts back. Flag on the play. And there will be a penalty. And I'm not sure if it'll be a face mask or a hold or both.
Yeah, that flag felt like it came flying in from way back.
The Beavers want to hold.
I feel like that's likely what it's going to be.
Yeah. I thought I saw a face mask, but...
Yeah, maybe. And Beaver's moving back, so yeah, you've got it. See if we can get another look at it.
So half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, so the run down to the 23.
Yeah, there was the face mask and the hold. But it's going to be half the distance to the goal. That puts the ball on the 11, so into the red zone go the Eagles very quickly on the long run by Goodliff. First down and 10 at the 11.
Fourth penalty for 36 yards on the Beavers. And with that big run from Goodliff, a 37-yard run, that Duchesne is quickly down the field.
Goodliff in the shotgun. Receivers right and left. Hand off to Crum. Crum will come on the left side and get back to the line of scrimmage, but there's a host of Beavers there to meet him.
Really like what Jex Bradshaw did there is he delivered a shot to Nashton Goodliff after Goodliff let go of that football. But when you play this option offense, you're vulnerable to getting hit. And he delivers what he needed to and gave a big hit to Goodliff.
They allow the hit because you never know who has it.
Yep.
On a deception-type offense. Second down and 10. Goodliff stays in the familiar position with the shotgun. Receiver right, receiver left. Snap comes back. Goodliff will keep it himself up the middle. Not much there. He'll get across the 10. It'll be 3rd and about 8.
Yeah, good job by the Beaver defense right there. They read that really well, and coming in low, making the tackle. Is that Bradshaw again? Yes, it was. Jex Bradshaw having a great game at that linebacker spot.
3rd down and 9. Again, 10-0 our score, but Duchesne on the 10-yard line. We're in third quarter action. Got to be nearing the end of the third quarter. Clock is out, so we don't know for sure.
Now this drive started at about the 4-minute mark.
Goodliff back to pass, looking over the middle. Passes away, looking for the corner, and will be.
If it's a simultaneous catch, it'll be a catch. It'll go to the offense.
Touchdown for Duchesne. And that's going to be number 3, Kate Thacker with the touchdown.
That was a really well-placed ball as Thacker was covered up top and underneath. And he had to just put it right between the two defenders. And the Thacker caught it initially.
Foot down.
Yep, the foot's there. Wolf did a great job of battling for it. But when both players come down with it, it goes to the offense. And there's the touchdown.
So here's the extra point coming for the Eagles. Kick is down, up, and is good. 10-7 is our score on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom's Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Ebenezer, you have yet a chance to escape my fate. Am I destined to end up in chains like you, Jacob? Worse, without triple rewards, but you can still change your destiny with a Mountain America Rewards credit card.
With a Mountain America Rewards credit card, earn 3 times the points on every dollar spent until the stroke of midnight on December 31st.
Triple rewards are better than I thought.
Let's head back to the field for high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Team Hive.
Welcome back. The Duchesne Eagles go 62 yards. We don't have much time since the clock is out, but it's finished up on this pass from Goodliff to Thacker. And watch this as you look at real time. Foot down, caught. Simultaneous possession goes to the offensive player, and that is a touchdown.
Just 5 plays on that drive for the Eagles to get on the board.
So after a scoreless first inning, we've already got 17 points in the second half. First inning, did I say inning?
Yeah, you did, but that's all right. It's always good to talk baseball.
Here we go. Here is Wolf. Takes it about 15. The 20 moves forward. Has a nice hole. Good return for Noah Wolf out to near the 35-yard line.
Yeah, great field position for the Beavers as they get a solid return. Not the field position they've already had in the second half, as they've only had to go a total of 60 yards to get to the end zone twice in this first half. One of them ended up being a field goal, but still good field position for Beaver.
Yep, they'll start on their own 34-yard line. 10-7 our score. Again, the clock out, as it has been all game long. So it's 10-7 is your score update, sponsored by Beaver Medical Clinic, with a reputation for providing compassionate, affordable, and compassionate health care. The doctors and providers grew up in Beaver County and understand their patients. Here's a play on the side, and it's going to be...
What a run by Davin Orton.
Davin Orton up the middle. And that's a first down, 11 yards on first down.
Yeah, that was a great play. Got a really good block. The 2 guards coming out. They get the first one, get the second one. He has the hole, lowers the shoulder to get through the next tackler before being brought down. And when number 71 brings you down 11 yards downfield, that's a heck of a run.
1st and 10, ball on the 45. Orton hands off to Blackner up the middle. Good run on first down, 5 yards for Blackner.
Yeah, just shy of the 50-yard line.
Beavers trying to get back momentum that was just seized by the Eagles. And the Beavers now have already gone 20 yards on a couple plays. 2nd down and 5. Ball right at midfield. 2 receivers to the right. That's Bradshaw and Lurth. 1 minute left in this third quarter is the announcement. And here's Orton running around the left side. And not much there. Oh, he keeps going. He's going to be near first down yardage. Just when you think he's down, he squirts out on that left side with a spin.
Yeah, down to the 47-yard line. If we can get another look at that play right here, that block if you saw that one, I don't know if we can go back a little bit there on that one, but the 70 came through. Leffler, I believe, came through, and a great block. They just allowed him to go where he wanted and just pushed him downfield. And sometimes that's all you need to do is let him go where they're wanting to go. Just give him a little push.
Third and short. Here's Blackner pushing forward. First down yardage as the pile moves forward across the 45-yard line. And that's a Riverstone Contractors first down.
Another look at that first down run to the 43.
You can see the pile just pushing there. Just 21 seconds left in this third quarter play. Not sure the Beavers will call a play. And the clock will run, and it does look like that will be the end of the third quarter of play. Beavers on the drive. They lead 10-7 on the Beaver Valley Hospital scoreboard as we head to fourth quarter action. And then now they're counting it down for us. An odd experience. Now it's out of the clock. 3 down, 1 to go from Southern Utah University on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
This is Nate Christensen at Zions Bank. We're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. And with a branch right around the corner, we're here for you wherever you are. For all your personal and business banking needs, come visit us and let us show you how Zions Bank is for you.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Welcome back. Here's Gavin Orton up the middle. Pushes forward. He's going to gain 3 yards on first down. Then he's pushed back.
Yeah, really good job by the Duchesne defensive front there to get the stop. But again, a good push for that 4-yard gain to the 39.
Yeah, one of the keys to the game, Robert, with the line of scrimmage. You talked about it at the very first, and so far the Beavers have done a really good job with that line of scrimmage. Just those 3-4 yard runs. So you talk about the wing tee. This has been consistent with the wing tee.
Yeah, 20 carries for Orton in this game so far.
Wow. Here's Orton under center. Orton option on the right side. Will pitch out to Pender. Pender with a full set of steam and a block. Breaks a tackle. 30, 20, 10. Pender goes for the touchdown. 39 yards on the carry for the senior, Doug Pender.
Big fist pump from Davin Orton downfield, and a great play here. They've got a great block. It was Wolf that delivered the block on the edge, drove that corner out, and he was able to beat Branson to the sideline. It was Pender for the 39-yard touchdown run.
What a tale of two halves, as we saw, almost no offense in the first half, and in the second we've exploded.
Yeah.
Big runs, big plays, a lot of fun. Here is Lurth for the extra point. The kick is down, up, and is good. So 17-7 is our score, and Robert, impressive drive now by the Beavers.
Yeah, they answered 3 straight possessions with scores for the Beavers in this second half.
So 17-7, that 39-yard run by Pender. Is that the longest of the evening?
Yes.
For the Beavers?
Yes, it is.
So Pender puts his mark on a semifinal game, and it's 17-7. Again, the clock is out for those of you who might be joining, and has been the entire game. We know we're in fourth quarter action, just underway. So I'd assume there's about 11 minutes left in the football game, and the Beavers up by 2 scores, 17-7. We're going to have some players of the game coming up at the end of this one. We've got a Beaver Subway sub of the game. Subway is hiring. Join them for day shifts, or even as a manager if you've got some experience. Experience is preferred, and you can email your resume to beaversubway@gmail.com. We'll also have a State Farm Insurance player of the game. Brent Staple is your State Farm agent in Beaver, provides home, auto, life, in addition to investment annuities, opportunities for your retirement, and more. And that's our State Farm Insurance player of the game. Here's De Leon for the Beavers, set to kick off. Kick is up. It's going to go into the end zone, so a touchback for the Beavers. That took an odd bounce and didn't let Claiborne get a chance.
Yeah, Claiborne is moving to his right, ball kicked back to his left, and into the end zone it goes. So now Duchesne tasked with answering the bell again. When Beaver went up 10-0, The Eagles came right down and put it in the end zone quickly. And Beaver with the answer of their own to go back up by 2 scores. We'll see if Duchesne can come back down again.
This is what we live for, is this kind of high school football on a Saturday night in November. 1st and 10. Receivers right and left for Duchesne. In the backfield this time. I don't know who it is.
Claiborne's back there.
Back to pass on the right side, and almost a tackle around the right side. Breaks loose. That's number 4.
Goodliff.
And Goodliff is going to go farther, and he's going to go 20, 10, and a touchdown, but a penalty marker on the field.
Yeah, we'll see what this is.
Illegal shift against Duchesne.
Yep. So it'll be bringing it back. And on an illegal shift, that's hard. That's heartbreaking. Because it's not one that necessarily affected the actual play itself.
No, it's just one of those crazy moments. Who threw the pass?
I think it was Robinson. Rex Robinson, I believe.
I didn't even. You can't see the numbers from up here, so you couldn't see that.
Yeah, it was Rex Robinson.
So this is coming all the way back, nullifying a really exciting. I saw the flag right away.
Yep.
So that will move the play back all the way down, back to the 15-yard line. So instead of a score, it'll be 1st down and 15. The Eagles, not a lot of penalties in this game.
I'm not sure. I was trying to. I didn't look down quick enough on the replay to see.
Let's see that one
where
more
that
time,
shift
Adam.
came.
Get our crew to cue that back up. Here you are. So going slow.
Yeah, I don't know.
33.
He must have just drifted forward. Yeah, Robinson threw it, but Claiborne must have just drifted forward right there, which would have caused that illegal shift.
Yeah, it would have had to been on this side.
Yeah.
Because it was this side judge that called it. 1st down and 15 for the Duchesne Eagles. We're in 4th quarter action. The Beavers 17, the Eagles 7. And there's going to be a timeout by Duchesne, and we'll take it as well. A Riverstone contractor. That is a Tony and Dave's timeout. We'll take it. Be back after this on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSL Sports.
Bucket list hikes, local races, challenging adventures, that one goal that means so much to you. Salt Lake Running Company has the gear and expert advice you need to start and finish strong. You'll be crushing that goal before you know it. With our trained and knowledgeable staff, an award-winning custom shoe fit process, and the head-to-toe products you need, SLRC will gear you up for your goal. Shop in-store at any of our locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Team Hive and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back. As you can see, a beautiful shot of the moon coming up over the mountains here in Cedar City. We're on the campus of Southern Utah University with the last semifinal game of the afternoon. And of course, winners today, Robert, Kanab, and South Summit, and
San Juan.
So this is the last. Beavers up 17-7. Here's Goodliff. He will hand off around the left side. And Crum, not much there. A gain of 1 on the play.
Really good pursuit by the Beaver defense. Popped the ball free, but he was already on the ground when they did so. It was just a gain of a yard for Crum, but just great pursuit by the Beaver linebacking group.
Davin Orton and Jex Bradshaw with the tackle. 2nd down and 14. We're in 4th quarter action. Again, don't know the score, the time. Sorry, we know the score. We don't know the time on the scoreboard. No scoreboard tonight at the Coliseum. Goodliff in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Goodliff back to pass. Looking to his left. Passes away and incomplete. Intended for number 21, Scotty Branson.
Yeah, Branson coming across, passes a little bit behind him on that deep slant route.
Was open, yep, just a little bit behind. That's tough when you're running, you're running full speed and have to reach back.
Yeah.
So 3rd down and 14. 2 receivers to the left for Duchesne, 2 to the right. Crum in the backfield with Goodliff. Goodliff back to pass. Here comes a blitz by the Beavers. Passes away in the middle. Caught for 1st down yardage. And what a play by the Duchesne Eagles.
Yeah, great throw to Thacker coming across the middle right there. Just found him in an open area, and Ashton Goodliff delivered the throw.
Really, what a great throw across the middle. Put it right where he needed to. Right in stride. And that allowed Thacker to get forward for the first down.
Needed 14, got 15.
Good lift, and that will be an encroachment on the defense as the hard count got the Beavers to bite. It'll be first down and 5.
Moving it up to the 36-yard line. That's the 5th penalty on Beaver for 41 yards.
You know, that anticipating the snap count's got to be one of the hardest things.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you want to fire off the ball and all of your instincts are primed and ready to go. First down and 5 for Duchesne. Ball's at the 41. Down 17-7. Motion for Claiborne. Now Goodliff will get a pass out. Nice block by Claiborne on the edge. Clears the receiver across near the 50-yard line. Another first down for Duchesne.
Yeah, good pass to Branson, and Claiborne made a key block because Branson didn't come back to the quarterback very much on that one, which made it so Claiborne had to make a big block there, as you saw, for him to spur that play.
Claiborne's had a heck of a game. Ball at the 48.
12-yard pickup on that one.
3 receivers to the left side of the line, 1 to the right, and Goodliff alone in the backfield. Now motion, and a fake handoff. Goodliff right up the middle. Goodliff will be caught. The ball's loose on the field. We'll see who recovers. It's at the 48-yard line, back to just the original line of scrimmage. Beaver says they have it, and Beaver has the ball.
And they do.
And they do. Beavers football, so a fumble. And we're going to watch this because this ball was stripped out by one of the players.
Maverick Albrecht made a big play. He's the one that stopped it on the left side. And then he's able to come through and just stripped at that ball when Goodliff tried to bounce it. Albrecht right there. And then as Goodliff tried to bounce, he just kept pulling on the ball and able to pull it free.
Yep, definitely a fumble. And then now the Beavers take the ball on the turnover. 8:54 left in the game. The Beavers with the ball on the Duchesne 48-yard line. They start in Duchesne territory. Here's Orton around to the right side looking for a hole, stretching it out. Not much there, but he'll push forward for 3 on first down.
Yeah, just real patient was Orton on that run and able to find just a little bit of a seam and pick up those 3 yards.
Ball at the 45, so 3 yards on the gain as you mentioned. Pender will bring the play in from the sideline. Under 7 minutes left in the game. Beavers 17, 3 for Duchesne. Lurth splits out to the left. Everyone else tight in the formation. Orton under center. Hands off to Blackner. Blackner pushes forward, and he'll gain 3. So 3rd and short coming up.
Yeah, really nice run by Blackner. He got met really maybe a yard downfield, and it just kept driving the legs to pick up 2 more yards down to the 42-yard line.
3rd down and a long 3. 8 minutes left in the game. We just hear the announcement from the PA announcer. They've started to announce it, which has been helpful.
Yes.
So 3rd down and 3. Bradshaw will split out to the left, and Lurth will join him. Orton in the shotgun.
They're not going to have time. They tried to move the whole side of the line. Flags flying all over the place, except for from the back judge.
I'm surprised it wasn't blown dead, but
yeah, the clock was at 0 when the ball got snapped, and I'm afraid they must have called an illegal shift because they weren't set after switching sides of the line.
Duchesne will decline this. This will put the ball back, clear back to the 40, and they are talking to Duchesne, so they're going to call an illegal shift.
Wow. The play clock was down to 0.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Wow. Big
So
play.
this will be 4th down. And Orton wasn't ready because I think he saw the clock as well. Yeah. And if that puts the ball back on the 42-yard line.
Loss of 16.
Now a punt formation. De Leon will come on for the Beavers with a 4th down. Let's see, they'd have to get to the 38. So that's 12, 22. About 20 yards. 4th and 20. De Leon back, will kick. A line drive punt on the left side. Takes a Beaver bounce. Side to 25 will be picked up by Goodliff. Goodliff runs around the side to run backwards, and he's going to lose yardage inside the 20.
Yeah, returners sometimes just try to do too much.
Yeah.
And when you're returning, you've just got to go north and south. When you're running across the field, it's really hard to gain yards, and you end up losing yards like you did there on the play.
6:58 left in the game. And Duchesne has the ball on their own 20-yard line, long field, and they're down 2 scores. Definitely capable.
Yeah.
You know, between Claiborne, Crum, Goodliff, pick your weapon.
Yeah.
They're all very capable.
Thacker's had a big game.
Thacker's been great.
4 catches for 60 yards for Thacker, including a great touchdown reception.
2 receivers right, 1 to the left, rather. 1 to the right. Crum with Goodliff in the backfield. He's in the shotgun again. 5 on the play clock. And it's a fake. Pass is going to be, they're going to call pass interference on this one. That'll be 15 yards.
Yeah, the pass was behind Branson. We'll look at this one again. I mean, not allowing him to come back to the football.
So 15-yard penalty on the Beavers. Moves the ball out to the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Again, we're under probably about 6 minutes or so on the game clock. The score 17 for the Beavers, 7 for the Eagles.
Yeah, it should be. Well, so this drive started at 6:58, and then just that one incomplete pass. So
it should be
around 6:50. Yeah.
Yep. So 1st and 10 at the 35. 3 receivers bunched to the left, 1 to the right. Goodliff in the shotgun with Crum. Goodliff back to pass. Has Crum out of the backfield, and he'll get across the 40, the 42, gain of 6 or 7 on 1st down.
That's a solid play. Gets out of bounds, stops the clock, and making it 2nd and short.
6:47, you were right. Nice job. 3 receivers left. 1 to the right. Snap will come back to Goodliff. Goodliff will run forward, and he's going to lose yardage. Great play by the Beaver defensive line.
Yeah, Beaver played that perfectly. Davin Orton came up blitzing through and on the tackle there defensively for the Beavers. Yeah, Orton blitzed off the edge. You had Albrecht sitting there waiting for Goodliff, and Orton helped clean it up.
3rd down and a long 6 coming up for Duchesne. 6:25 is the announcement.
But the clock is running after the run play.
3 receivers go left again. Claiborne slightly out in the slot to the right. Goodliff back to pass, has a slant over the middle, complete for the Eagles.
And Branson again.
Yep. And he'll get across the 45 into Beaver territory. Duchesne on the march.
Down to the 43. Beavers coverage a little softer on that one. They've been right on top of Branson on those slant routes. This time they're a few yards off, giving him the space he needed to just make that catch.
Yeah, perfect ball by Goodliff. Clock running. Plenty of time, just over 6 minutes, or just under 6 minutes likely. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Goodliff in the shotgun. Snap is back to pass. Looking to left, has a pass, nearly intercepted.
Yeah, and pounding himself downfield there for the Beavers is Max Albrecht, as that ball was not placed where Goodliff needed to put it, and that gave Albrecht a chance at coming at it, and Thacker's getting his hands on it prevented the interception.
Yeah, live I didn't see the tip, but Thacker knocks it out of Albrecht's hands. That was a pick 6 for Albrecht, if he can come up with it. 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Goodliff back to pass, has a quick slant, and that's going to be knocked down, I believe, by Orton.
Yeah, I think Orton got his hands on it.
And a flag is going to get as a hit on the receiver.
Yeah, is it going to be a defenseless player? I don't know what it would be, because the ball got tipped, and so there wouldn't be a pass interference called there because the ball's tipped.
That'd be a personal foul, if anything.
Yeah.
So we'll see what they discuss.
Yeah, the officials talking about it.
If they call anything, it'll have to be a defenseless player, or after the play.
Yeah.
If they feel like it was easily seen.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying it was after the play. So we'll take a look at the replay and see what we see.
Oh, just kept going. Yeah.
Yeah, just kept going.
Yep.
So now it'll be 1st down and 10 inside the 30 at the 28. New life for the Eagles. 5:29 left in the game. Clock is stopped on the penalty. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Crum in the backfield with Goodliff again. Familiar formation for the Eagles. Goodliff takes the snap, back to pass again, looking to his left. Now he'll break and look to run a little bit. The pass is up and away and going to be caught for the touchdown. Wow, what a shot by Goodliff.
I think Wolf felt like he was going to be able to get there because it just felt like it was in the air for a long time. Wolf made a great break on it, and Robinson just stood his ground right there, and ball got there just in time before Wolf could be able to knock that one down or even pick it off.
How many yards was that?
28.
28 yards for the TD. That makes it a little more interesting with a beautiful pass from Goodliff to Robinson. And the score now is 17-13 with the PAT pending. Kick is up, and it is good. Wow. So the score is 17 for the Beavers, 14 for the Eagles. And Robert, this is going to be quite an ending.
That's what we wanted.
This is exactly what we wanted. And both teams have answered. In the first half, it was basically a struggle of defense, and now 5:20?
5:20, yep.
5:20 on the game clock. Sorry, we have to pause to listen to the announcements for the game clock. But in that first half, it was just back and forth defensive battle. It's been offensive battle in the second half, just back and forth.
Yeah, 5 possessions for Duchesne. They've scored on 2 of the last 3. They've had 2 turnovers, though, and a turnover on downs. They haven't punted. On the Beaver side, they scored in their first 3 possessions. The first 2 starting deep in Duchesne territory. Right. And then this last one, they did go 3 and out and were forced to punt on a errant snap.
Yeah.
That was – the whole play was kind of a debacle.
An unfortunate series of events.
Yes.
So now we have the score, 17-14. With 5:20 left in the game. That drive took 1 minute, 28 seconds. 38 seconds. And that's all to go 80 yards for Duchesne. Here's the kickoff. Kickoff is going to be, no one came back, but Orton's going to pick it up at the 12. He'll go around to his left, and he'll cut up in traffic across the 30. And Orton.
Such a strong runner.
Yeah. Not your typical quarterback.
No.
Neither one of these two are.
Right.
Goodliff also, he doesn't shy away. 5:13 left in the game. The Beavers have the ball in the 29, their own destiny in their hands. With 5:29 left in the game in the semifinal matchup at stake, a berth in the championship game, which would be a rematch if it's Beaver. Next Saturday at 7 o'clock. Orton under center, and there's going to be a false start, so we talked about penalties.
Yeah. And Beaver definitely has significantly more. That'll be number 8 on Beaver for 76 yards. And on the Duchesne side, just the 2 for 14.
Yeah, that's and the false starts are hard because those are just execution penalties.
We do have some people asking me why the scoreboard is not on our screen. The scoreboard at the stadium is out, and so we have no clock at the stadium.
So we don't know how much.
So we don't know how much time's left. They announce it periodically, and we try to pass it along when we
can hear it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Orton under center, 1st and 15. 5 minutes left in the game. Orton back to pass, has an open receiver, and it's going to be Lurth at the 40 to 45, 40, being chased down, 30, 20, 15, 10, touchdown, Emmett Lurth from Tavin Orton. Holy cow.
And you talked about that earlier, that Orton will lull you to sleep with those head fakes, those play fakes, and he fakes that and then drops in, and Lurth is wide open. Duchesne planning on the run, selling out on the run, and Lurth leaked through wide open down the left side.
How many yards was that,
76.
Robert? 76 yards for the score. 17-87. So the Beavers now go back up by 2 scores. Lurth will now have to kick his extra point after the long run.
Just the second completion of the day for Davin Orton.
Wow. Kick is up and is good again. So 24-14 our score. Beavers back up by 10 after the touchdown. We'll try to catch the score. We'll keep it here, Robert.
Yeah.
Let's see that play one more time, Adam, if you don't mind.
The only problem on it is that they're left 5 minutes or so on the clock.
It really is. So you can see as Lurth goes out, then everybody bites on the run, as you mentioned, and then off Lurth goes. So the Lurth shows some speed here as he starts to pull away.
Yeah,
So
really nice play.
Yeah, momentum swing back to the Beavers. And this has been a slugfest. So we had 0 points in 2 quarters of play, and now we're up to 38 points in less than 2 quarters.
Davin Orton being tended to on the sideline now for Beaver. Get a good look there. Appreciate our camera work on that one as they're checking him out. And you can tell he's in some pain.
Yeah, that's physical therapist Paul Eliason, team trainer, working on Orton on the sideline. That would not be good news for the Beavers.
No.
Looks like he's evaluating an ankle. Here's a kickoff by De Leon. Up deep and going to be taken inside the 5 at the 4. This is going to be Claiborne and out to the 25-yard line. That's where Duchesne will start.
Really good coverage by the Beaver kickoff team. There was a skirmish between 2 players, one for each team on this near side, and you could hear the Beaver crowd really getting into it. And the Duchesne player was kind of laying on top of a Beaver player, wouldn't get off of him. And then when the Beaver player got up, gave him a shove. I think it was a good decision by the official to not throw that flag on the second one.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
I waited. I kind of paused. I froze in my speech. I'm like, are they going to call that or not? First down and 10, ball at the 25. 2 receivers left for the Eagles. Again, we're not sure how much time's left, under 4 minutes. And it's 24-14 Beavers with a 10-point advantage. Goodliff with a quick pass. Out to Crum. Crum to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Second down. Albrecht all the way from that defensive position. 4:38 left in the game. Appreciate the PA announcer announcing that. 3 receivers to the right this time, 1 left for Goodliff in the shotgun. Goodliff back to pass, looking over the middle, has a pass, a deep ball thrown, Albrecht there, and Albrecht will intercept that ball. And an interception for Max Albrecht. He has had a whale of a game.
Yes, he has. Trying to get it downfield to Branson, and Branson was right on the sideline. He was running on the hash marks on the sideline, and Goodliff just threw that one a little bit too far inside, which gave the inside corner, Max Albrecht there, the opportunity to go make the play for the Beavers.
Yeah, Albrecht all the way had the angle. And you can see he was able to move away from the receiver, so the receiver couldn't even be a defender. 4:18 left in the game. The ball's at the 37-yard line. Orton under center. There's a flag on the play. Another false start on the Beavers.
9 penalties on the Beavers in this game.
You don't expect this many false starts this stage of the season. Usually that's first 2-3 games, but lots of false starts.
Now 5 of those penalties in this game for Beaver.
Yeah, it's 25 yards, but as you mentioned, it's worse because it's drive killers. Takes you out of the offense you want.
Orton is in the game after being tended to on the sideline.
1 receiver left for the Beavers. Orton under center. Orton will roll to his right, designed to run for Orton. He'll push forward, get the yards back, and a little more. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
A nice run from Davin Orton off the right side. Just got a good push. Did the Beaver line to be able to create that play.
4 minutes with a running clock. And so timeouts, we don't know timeouts either unless you've kept track.
Barrett has. Well, once we see the scoreboard again, we'll be able to see that.
So 2nd down and 9. We're under 4 minutes to play in the game. The Beavers by 10, 24-14.
2 timeouts for Duchesne, 3 for Beaver.
There we go. Orton waits for the 5 count. He'll hand off. This one's going to be Blackner with a big hole, and he's got 1st down yardage. Cross to midfield. To the 49 goes Bridger Blackner.
Duchesne was really pulling at the football. They were trying to get the strip more than they were even trying to get the tackle, and that helped him keep going, but got some great blocking again downfield.
Yeah, line of scrimmage definitely to the Beavers. 49 inside Duchesne territory go the Beavers. Lurth will split out to the left. Beavers watching the clock. Orton will pitch out to the left side. This is going to be Davis Carter. Carter trying to get a block and can't do it.
He goes out of
and
bounds.
Now a flag. That's going to be 15 yards. Just a little bit of frustration for the Duchesne Eagles. Unnecessary.
Yep.
Kind of an easy call.
Yep, just kept going out of bounds.
So Carter goes around the left side and then finally does go out of bounds.
Kept going.
Two extra.
Yeah.
Clear into the bench.
So they put it to 45, then move it up 15.
So that moves the ball even closer to the end zone. Ball now at the 30. Beavers line up. Clock running. Again, the clock is out, so the score, 24-14 on the Beaver Valley Hospital scoreboard.
And he went out of bounds, so clock not running on this one because he ran out of bounds.
Okay, here's Orton as he runs through across the 25, nearing the red zone, and a gain of 9.
Yeah, got a great hole on the left side, and Orton hits it so fast and hard that when people come to try to make the tackle on him, at that point, he's going to barrel through them, which is exactly what he does.
2:40 left in the game. Ball's at the 21. Beavers looking to notch their ticket to the championship game.
24 carries for 96 yards on the day for Davin Orton.
Wow. What a game for the senior quarterback. 2:20. The Beavers trying to get into their 7th consecutive championship game.
Yeah, what a run.
Amazing. Davin Orton will wait until the play clock gets down. Down to 10 now. 2 minutes left. Here's a handoff up the middle. Bridger Blackner. And that's first down yardage. So more downs for the Beavers at the 18.
And it's a nice 3-yard pickup. You know, they're content with that. Right here, the Beavers know they don't need to score. They're fine to just let this clock run down and pick up those 3 yards to make sure they move the chains and allow them 3 more downs to run this.
And I think Duchesne not calling their timeouts either.
Yeah.
Just realizing.
Yep.
.35 on the play clock.
Coach Clark does call a timeout here, and it wasn't like a quick time to try to stop the clock. This, I think, is just more of an opportunity to try to coach up his kids.
Yeah, talk to his kids and say, hey, here we are. So it stops with minute 52 left in the football game, and we'll keep it here. And Robert, what a fun second half this has been.
Yeah,
this is everything we hoped for.
Yeah, it's been
back
a heck of a
and
game.
Forth.
You know, just a defensive slugfest in the first half. No points. Each team missed a field goal in the first half at 0-0 at the break. And then Beaver came out and they just made sure that they won at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage. And since that time, since they got that first score and then a couple of short fields, they have just owned this second half.
So after the timeout, it's a Tony and Dave's timeout. Big thanks to Tony and Dave's on Main Street in Beaver. Third generation auto body shop. 1:52 left in this one. Orton in the shotgun. And Orton will hand off to Noah Wolf around the right side. Wolf will be tackled around the 14-yard line.
Really like Rhett Claiborne, the way he plays. He made a really nice tackle, shed the block, makes the tackle. He's had a great game today for the Eagles as he will make the stop on that one. But a good run again for the Beavers, another 5 yards to chew some more clock.
Yeah, Claiborne's been fantastic. Second down and 5. 22 on the play clock. The Beavers at the 14-yard line. 1:20 left. Orton under center. Will hand off up the middle. Blackner goes down to the 10. 3rd and short coming up.
I'll need to take one more snap.
1 minute and counting on the game clock. Ball at the 11. It'll be 3rd down and 2. So like you said, one more snap and this is over.
Yeah, which means they can take, if they want, if Coach Marshall chooses to, he can just take a knee here once it gets under 40 seconds on the game clock, and that will do it.
So the Beavers, it looks like they will move into a kneel down situation. Nope, they'll hand off, and it'll go down inside the 10. And that should do it. 40 seconds on the play clock. And it is a 1st down, so more downs for the Beavers.
They got to the 9, but I think that's going to do it.
Yep, 20 seconds, so clock running, so the Beavers will not have to run another play. And so the Beavers will advance to the championship game after just a very fun semifinal game. But as you mentioned, Robert, Beavers really owned that second half. And we'll talk about it more on the Sunrise Engineering postgame. That's what's coming up next. Serving communities like yours all over the Western United States. That is Sunrise Engineering. So the Beavers finish out our night, and they return to the championship game for a rematch with the Kanab Cowboys.
Yeah, really nice performance by Beaver in this second half. Really the whole game, because their defense was awesome in the first half to make sure Duchesne's offense couldn't get going. Then the offense rolled in the second half, scoring on 3 straight possessions, a 3-and-out, and then they score again, and then this closing drive to take off the final 4:18 to end the game.
We'll take a break on the Sunrise Engineering postgame. Creating solutions at work, relationships at last. That's Sunrise Engineering. We'll take a break and be back with that and more on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSL Sports.